What's going on, people? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Y'all see my shirt? I'm the math teacher, problem solver. You know, when I was my student last year gave me this shirt, my last day of school. Hopefully we'll be back so I can get presents from y'all too. I need my end of the year presents. If not, I'm just gonna send y'all my mailing address so I can get them in the mail. Oh gosh. All right, I'm back. Okay, so let's do today's lesson. And today's lesson is easy. Um yeah, it's y'all know why it's easy because there are equations and I know y'all kill equations. So like it's not gonna be a problem. You don't say it's not gonna be a problem. Y'all be all right, let's get to the quest stuff. All right, I should keep my shirt up so y'all can see. I'm the math teacher. All right, so let's share my entire screen. Do that. Let's minimize you. I don't know if I close you. Yeah, I'm making the video I just made. Can you go away? Yeah, you went away. All right, square root notes. All right, everything is up on the website. And I asked you, I haven't done this yet. So, but Floop, you're going to upload your notes. Well, the problems that you have to do through Floop today. And I'm going to try this new interactive feedback commenter. I don't know what to call it, but whatever. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. And that's what I'm going to do for your assignment. So there is no quizzes. You will have 6 problems to do in Flute, upload it, and I'm going to make some comments and I'm going to see how this works out. Hopefully it works out. I said it already. All right, square root and cube root. So yesterday we talked about perfect squares and we're going to get to that today. I was contemplating about teaching this lesson first, but I was just like, nah, we're good. Yeah. So let's talk about what a square root is. The square root, as first of all, this is a square root symbol. It is also called a radical. When you get to higher level math, you're going to hear that word more often than the square root because, you know, when we take the cube root, we can take the 4th root, the 5th root, the 6th root. They keep going up as you go. But understanding this foundation is good. So the square root asks, what number squared gives you the number inside? Okay. Inside of the radical, square root asks, this is a square root. It asks what number squared gives you the number inside. Or it is asking what number multiplied by itself gives you the number inside. If I square a number, basically I'm multiplying the number by itself. Okay, so the square root of 4 is 2. Why? Because 2 squared is 4, or 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, and y'all can see the square here, right? So the square root of 9 is 3. Why? Because 3 squared is 9, or 3 times 3 is 9, because the square root asks what number squared gives you the number inside. Right, right, okay? So square root of 16 is 4, 25 is 5, 36 is 6. We call these, let me get over here. The following numbers underneath the square root are perfect squares. The square root of these numbers are whole numbers, or we can call them integers. But we're going to say whole numbers because integers can be negative numbers. And why can't I have a negative number underneath the square root? I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh, I know how I'm going to do it. So in your notes, when you do your video, I want you to answer that question. Just put extra credit. Tell me why you cannot, and I'll do something. You know, we're grading stuff now, so I'll just add 2 points to this assignment. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I do. All right, tell me why you cannot have a negative number under the square root. And it all involves understanding these definitions. All right, that's how we'll do that. All right, the visual of the square represent the perfect square. Y'all see these squares? 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25. 6 squared is 36. Notice that these are squares, right? And that's why we call these perfect squares. Okay? So that's what the square root asks. What number squared gives you the number inside of the radical, or the square root symbol, or what number multiplied by itself. The cube root asks what number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you the number inside. Notice the 3 outside the symbol, okay? Symbol is called the radical. I wasn't going to tell y'all that word first, but now I need to upgrade the fact that I'm telling y'all this word. This is the radical. It's not a square root anymore. The square root is 2. Square, 2, multiplied by itself twice. This is the cube root. So outside of the cube root, or the radical, is a 3. What number multiplied by itself 3 times, or what number cubed, right, gives you the number inside. So perfect cubes are 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. You all remember summer math so long ago. Oh God, so long ago. But summer math, when we asked y'all to remember these numbers, yeah, we used to do this at the beginning of the year, and now it's like pointless. We're not doing summer math the way we did summer math before. It just has to change. There's no purpose in it anymore. All right, so 1 cube is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27. So the square root, the cube root, sorry, 27 will be 3. Yeah, y'all get that. Right. So let's get to the stuff that y'all really want to get to. And I'm not rushing, but I know y'all know this stuff. All right, so I am now solving equations. I'm going to solve equations like I normally solve equations. And so you can, oh, that's really small. Got to put on some pounds. Come on now. Skinty. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, y'all know how to solve equations. So these are basically two-step equations, and I'm going to talk about something mathematically competent in a moment. So I will subtract 5 from both sides. Should I get y'all to write this down? Yeah, because it's just dumb to just watch this with me. I know some of y'all are just gonna fast forward and just pause and just whatever. So you don't have to watch this. If you get it, shoot, you don't have to watch this video. You don't have to watch me solve every problem. But there is something that I'm gonna talk about at the end of this problem. All right, so end up this cancel. This becomes 0, and we get x squared, because somebody taught me about this whole canceling out thing, is equal to 25. So we've done this before. How do I undo a square? You take the square root. You take the square root. How do you undo a square? You take the square root, take the square root, take the square root. So we take the square root of x squared, we get x to be 5. But this is mathematically sound. And I'm going to tell y'all this because I don't know why we don't just stress this in 8th grade, but I'm going to stress it to y'all. The answer is 5, but the answer is also positive or negative 5. Now, why is that the case? Because this is not the question, why can't the square root be equal to a negative, right? Why you can't have a negative number underneath the square root sign. When I square negative 5, I am saying negative 5 times negative 5. Maybe I'll just do it like that, which is going to give me what? 25. That is also true. That's a solution. So my answer, when I'm taking the square root of a variable, it's a positive and a negative number. Okay, that's just something you need to know. And then we get the cube roots, it's going to be different. I'm upgrading. I wasn't going to teach this part, but I am, because it's just mathematically sound. Okay, we subtract 5 from both sides, and we end up with 2x squared. Oh yeah, y'all need to pause the video to write down the equations. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you do that. If you haven't already, be like, you're moving too fast. It's equal to 200. All right, so how do I get the 2 away from the x squared? I divide by 2, x squared is equal to 100. And now how do I undo this x squared? Take the square root. So we get x is equal to positive or negative 10. That's the math competent answer, positive or negative 10. Because negative 10 squared is 100 and positive 10 squared is 100, okay? Over here, I need to solve for x squared. So what do? Add 57 to both sides. So in your work again, I want to see these problems. You can call these problems notes at the top, and the other problems that we're going to do on the next page will be what you would do on Floop. X squared is equal to 9. What do I need to do? Take the square root, X is equal to positive or negative. I'm about to say 9. But let me just, nope, it's not going to let me do that. 3. All right. I thought y'all, I thought the bully was coming back. The bully is gone. Y'all remember the bully? Oh, that should be your extra credit. I might put that in the email. Yeah, that's gonna be extra credit from the email. All right. Yep. Who's the bully from the videos? All right, sorry, I'm not even talking. It's late. All right, subtract 5 from both sides. We get x cubed is equal to 8. And now how do I figure out what number cubed gives me 8? Well, I take the cube root. Cube root has the 3 on the outside. 3 on the outside. Oh, and if you don't know these things, y'all, please use, y'all see all these tabs I got over? Desmos calculator. So Desmos scientific calculator, this n represents any number. So say for instance, I want to find, if I don't know what the cube root of 8 is, y'all, just in case you didn't know that, this blinking right there, I turned it into a 3, go inside, put the 8 inside, and we'll say it's 2. So that's just something for you to learn. All right, so the cube root of 8x is equal to 2. Now, question, can it be negative 2? Let's see. Negative 2 times negative 2, come on, Mr. O'Neill, put parentheses, times negative 2 is negative 8. So we don't get positive and negative. No, sir. We only get one solution, right? Because negative 2 cubed is not 8. So this is my answer. All right, so coming over here, I will subtract 5 from both sides, subtract 5 from both sides. We get 2x cubed is equal to, what is that? 128. And now we divide by 2, divide by 2. We get x cubed is equal to what? 64. Take the cube root, take the cube root. This is getting messy. X is equal to 4. Is it negative 4? No, because negative 4 cubed is not a positive 64. So negative times a negative, which is a positive, times another negative, which is a negative. Can't happen. And then over here, we add 15. We add 15. We get 3x cubed is equal to 648. We divide by 3, divide by 3. We get x cubed is equal to 3 goes into 6 2 times, and it goes into 48 16 times. Cube root of that, x is equal to 6. All right, so this is your assignment, people. Love y'all today. Glad you stayed with me. So your assignment is to put this on a separate sheet of paper. Take a picture of it and upload it to Floop. That's your assignment. So it should include these 6 problems here. These 6 problems here, along with these 6 problems here. And I'm gonna leave comments, and then y'all should be able to respond. And if you made a mistake, I can catch your mistake or whatever. I'm just trying this out because we're not together. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. It's been great. Love and miss y'all. So glad you came today. This has been another. Hold up. Get your life together. Beast Mode Production. This is Mr. O'Neill. We out. Almost out.